A very good morning to all the viewers who are watching this presentation. I am Nidhi Mathur from CDAC Noida and would like to tell you about my topic, surplus food, let's distribute. Nowadays, we all see that a lot of food is wasted at big gatherings, which could have been effectively utilized by serving to the poor and the needy. So, I decided to take this as my project topic and devise a mobile application using SAP HANA. The topic has been broadly explained on the design thinking approach, which is segregated into 5 steps, namely empathize, define, ideate, prototype, and test. Indians spend a lot of money on party halls and going to expensive restaurants, but pay little attention to the food which ultimately gets wasted. We all have attended Indian weddings, but how many of us realize how much food goes into waste during such functions? I can't believe in a country like India, where there is dearth of water and food, where many poor people spend days on a single roti. How can someone waste so much of food? The biggest source of food wastage is at the Indian weddings. The guests who are invited are mostly responsible for the food wastage because of different thoughts, like the belief that they won't get a second helping, or tasting a new recipe which they haven't tasted before, or due to lack of education. Food gets thrown away in garbages not because it is stale, but has been made in excess of what has been desired. These pictures are a real eye-opener for all of us to see that so much surplus food lying on the place will be ultimately dumped into the garbages. This picture is heart-rending and will definitely make the masses aware of the pitiable condition of the hungry people. According to estimates, some 15 to 20% of food is wasted in such functions. In some cases, the waste is to the extent of 20 to 25% when the number of dishes exceeds the number of guests. Food price inflation has averaged 18% for the last 4 years, while the purchasing power of the poor has declined significantly. According to the findings of National Nutritional Survey 2011, about 58% of people in the country are food insecure. A survey shows that Bangalore alone weighs 943 tons during weddings, which is enough to feed 2.6 crore people. The following statistics show that fruits, vegetables, and roots constitute 45% of the food losses at such big gatherings. Since SAP HANA is concerned with real-time data, a text message can be sent to the nearest NGO so that they can come quickly to collect the food before it gets stale. These NGOs can then distribute the food to the poor and the needy. The prototype for the Donate Food mobile application can be explained through a block diagram of the donor and the NGO. The donor identifies and quantifies the surplus food. He then installs the mobile application and creates an account. He selects the nearest NGO and provides information about the surplus food. The NGO arrives to collect the food and the donor awaits confirmation from the NGO. The NGO receives information from the donor and departure of food vehicle occurs. The NGO collects the food in the van and stores it before distribution. The NGO ultimately distributes the food to the hungry and updates about the distribution of food to the donor. The project topic was discussed in great depth with our professor and was met with an overwhelming approval. Lastly, I would like to say that minimizing food wastage is something that all of us should work towards and in the process help those who are not as fortunate as we are. Do not throw food, feed the hungry, which is good.